Hey Fragrance Farm, I know it's summer right now, but today we're talking winter fragrances because here in the UAE, winter doesn't mean snow or ice. It means crisp, foggy mornings around 12 degrees centigrade, and that's the golden zone. Cool enough for your scent to cling and evolve brilliantly, but not so harsh it vanishes under layers. Summer is all about freshness and citrus, just to survive the humidity. But winter, that's when we finally unleash the vanilla, the tobacco, the leather, the spice, and actually enjoy them all day. Now, picking just seven for a weekly rotation is tough. You don't want random crowd pleasers. You want versatility, the cozy casual, the bold date night weapon, the sorted up banger. So today, I've curated the ultimate designer winter rotation, ranked from 7 to 1, heavy hitters only. If you're new, I'm Ping, and we skip snobby jargon to just smell amazing. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's go.
Quick disclaimer, weekly rotation doesn't mean you have to wear a different one every single day. It's a mindset. It's having the right tool for whatever winter vibe you've got going on. And we're going from the one I grab when I want to feel polished and straight up to the Holy Grail status scent. Kicking off the list at number 7 is Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum. Now, this is not the classic gentleman from the 70s. This is the 2018 Olivier Cresp creation. It's one of the most sophisticated dark horse scents in the designer world. The opening is that bright pop of black pepper and lavender, but almost instantly you get this creamy, powdery orris root in the heart mixed with cinnamon. It's spicy, but not like sweet, inducing spice. It's elegant spice. What makes this a winter essential for me, though, is the dry down. The black vanilla husk and benzoin come through, and it wraps up in this almost boozy, balsamic warmth. This is the scent of a turtleneck sweater. It's smart, it's sensual, but it's not screaming for attention. Performance wise, you're getting solid 6 to 8 hours, and the shots is classy. Perfect for evening dinners where you're sitting close to someone. Why is it number 7? Because it's a bit moody. It's the introvert designer in our lineup. And while I love it, the others are just a bit more versatile for everyday rotation. Okay, moving on to number 6. And this is basically the life of the party in the battle. Armani, stronger with you intensely. If Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum is the quiet, mysterious guy in the corner, stronger with you intensely is his cousin who's high-fiving everyone. This is a masterpiece of sweet tooth gourmands. You get that pink pepper and juniper zing at the top, but then bam, that creamy toffee and cinnamon just punch through. The magic here is the balance. It's super sweet, don't get me wrong, but the lavender and herbal sage in the background keep it from smelling like a literal cinnamon roll. It keeps it masculine, flirty, and incredibly addictive. The suede note in the base is what ties the whole thing together. It sucks the sugary top heaviness down and makes it feel plush. Performance is great. You will get 8 to 10 hours easily. And in cold air, the projection is exactly what you want. The reason is not higher on the list. While it's mass appealing, it's also a bit linear. It's a straight up caramelized vanilla bomb. It's fantastic, but I'm docking points for a lack of complex evolution compared to what's coming next. Still, For a Saturday night out with friends, undefeated. Coming in at number 5, we have the most artistic choice in the rotation. Maison Margiela's Replica by the Fireplace. Look, this fragrance is a vibe. I know it's been hyped forever, but there is a reason for it. The opening is genuinely bonkers. You get that sharp clove and pink pepper, but it's immediately wrapped in this burning gaiac wood smoke. It doesn't smell like cigarettes. It smells like a Christmas tree farm bonfire while you're roasting chestnuts. And that chestnut note, it's so literal. It's warm, nutty, and a little sweet. As it dries down, the vanilla and Peru balsam smooth out the rough edges of the smoke, leaving you with what I call the customer sweater effect. It smells like comfort. And why it's at 5 is that it becomes an intimate skin scent pretty quickly. It's not a huge projector after the first hour. This is a self-comfort scent. You wear it on a snow day, by the actual fireplace, reading a book, or on a very low-key coffee date. It's cozy, nostalgic, but it's not a high-performance beast like the others. Now we are entering the top 4, the elite territory. At number 4, we have one of the most perfectly blended fragrances ever put in a designer bottle. Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. If you haven't smelled this, you need to understand the cherry note done right. This is not a Jolly Rancher or a cough syrupy cherry. This is dark, boozy cherry liquor mixed with bitter almond. It's incredibly polished. What makes it genius is the transition. The opening is that bold, spiced leather marzipan cherry, but the heart introduces a delicate rose and a soft suede leather. It becomes very unisex, very modern. The sandalwood and vanilla dry down is pure, creamy comfort. The performance is a gentleman's performance, moderate projection, but it lasts a solid 8 hours. This is my go-to for black tie events or a winter party. Why is it for? It's almost too smooth. Sometimes you need a little edge in your rotation, a little danger, which is what our top 3 are all about. All right, let's talk about the new kid on the block. Okay, surging right into the number 3 spot, Dior Homme Parfum 2025. Yes, the formula changed. Yes, it's different from the legendary Iris Heavy original. But listen, if you judge this as a standalone fragrance, it's absolutely stellar. The opening still has that creamy Dior Iris DNA, but it's brighter, softer, and almost immediately starts mixing with a dark cocoa amber sweetness. Think of that powdery lipstick smell being dipped in high-end dark chocolate. The dry down is where the 2025 version carves its own path. It's much more amber-driven and woody, with a clean patchouli and vetiver backbone. It's less challenging than the old one. The cola-like effervescence you get in the mid is addictive. This is for the person who just wants to smell undeniably good without overthinking it. It's safe but in a luxurious way. Projection is strong for the first 2 hours. Then it settles into a super classy scent bubble for 8 to 10 hours. If you like the vibe of Armani Code Parfum but want something darker and less powdery tonka heavy, this is your winner. It's modern, effortless, and likely going to be a compliment monster. So we are on the final 2 now, and this is so close. The runner-up At number two is the king of seduction, Ford Noir Extreme. People call this woody oriental, but really it's a coffee dessert. If you haven't had coffee, it's an Indian ice cream, creamy, cardamom heavy, and nutty. This fragrance opens with that vibrant, spicy, sweet fusion of mandarin, saffron, and nutmeg. But the heart is the showstopper. That rich, creamy, exotic coffee accord with rose and jasmine. It's sweet, but grown up sweet. The dry down is a warm sandalwood amber bed, and the vanilla here is not childish. It's sensual. This is what you wear when you want the person across the table to lean in closer just to smell you. Performance is phenomenal. It blooms in the cold air and wraps around you like a warm, spicy cloak. The versatility is there. Formal event, romantic dinner, opera night. It's a masterpiece. Honestly, it could be number one on any other list. But the scent that takes the crown has just that wow factor that hits my personal style perfectly. Here we are, the number one spot, YSL Tuxedo Sharp Patchouli. This fragrance redefined what a modern, warm, spicy can be. It opens with violet leaf and bergamot, giving you that fizzy, bright, flirty green start. But it's the patchouli that hits like a lightning bolt. Metallic, sleek, vibrating with energy. It's not a dirty patchouli. It's a magnetic and seductive one. Then the rose wraps around it to soften it, and the black pepper keeps that zing alive. But the base is where you realize you're wearing liquid velvet. Bourbon vanilla and ambergris melt into your skin, creating a dark, warm, slightly salty. This is perfection in balance. Bright versus dark, fresh versus sweet, floral versus earthy. It lasts 6 to 8 hours on skin with moderate projection, but it creates that intimate personal cloud that people will remember you by. It's a signature scent worthy for a sophisticated person. Why is it number one? Because in a sea of sweet amber vanilla bombs, Tuxedo does sweet and dark with grit. It's confident, modern, and unbelievably addictive. And that's the rotation, guys, from the smart spice of Givenchy Gentleman all the way to the sharp sophistication of YSL Tuxedo. I've put links for all this down in the description. If you grab this through those links, it really helps the channel out. I'm curious, what is that one fragrance you cannot live without the cold weather? Drop in the comments and let's chat. If you enjoy this, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't joined the Sun Squad yet, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.